This is the Music Storm podcast where we talk to people about music from so many angles, from guitar players, rappers, photographers to listeners, but with the main interest with music industry as a whole. And today we have Frankie and Pascal from Alone I Walk join me today. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
Good. You guys are like in a like cabin setting or a lodge setting? Like what is the setup that you guys got going on today?
Oh, it's our studio.
Oh, yeah.
Studio. Okay.
Yeah, it's our little studio, yeah.
The home room.
Homeroom. So how do you guys like get this set up? I guess the studio room and everything.
It was originally like, I don't know, like storage at one point, but we have like a washroom that comes right off it. So figured we could make a better use of it. So yeah, now we just use it as demoing and tracking whatever we need to in here. It's kind of the perfect space.
Nice. I can't wait. Yo, the acoustics probably in the bathroom are probably more better than the actual studio, right? Or no?
No, it's a tiny little bathroom.
I tried. But
We tracked vocals in there once and it was tight.
Oh, really? That would have been the best part of all the vocal tracking sessions out of them all, I think. But probably people don't know you guys, of course, maybe. Unless they do, if they're from Winnipeg and everything, right? You guys are from Winnipeg, Manitoba? Or Manitoba area, right?
Surrounding area.
Surrounding area. Let's go to the beginning. How was Alone I Walk formed and why did you guys make, I guess, the duo, per se?
So yeah, I started Alone I Walk alone in 2013, I think. I always wanted to like play music and stuff, but never like knew who to approach for bands or how you did that stuff. So I just like started writing music, and I was very big into Never Shout Never. So that was like when it all started, kind of deal. Like it was with a Never Shout Never cover. I think like January 25th, 2013, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Is the day. You can find that YouTube video. Yeah, so that's when I started Alone I Walk, and just like over the years, when I was recording music, I would have drums in it. My brother played drums, so it just made sense to have him play the drums on the albums, kind of deal. And then we did a little bit of touring together as two separate bands. Like I would play acoustic and he would play with his band. And then we decided one day to just do the full band live, and it was super fun. And we just decided to keep going that way after that. And that's been since about, I think 2016 is when we like joined forces like fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Ages already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, this is your brother, correct? Probably people don't realize
Yeah.
this is your brother,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so what was like the dynamic of like, is it a good dynamic between you two? Because usually like sometimes there's like feuds between brother love with bands in the past. I don't know, but is it, I guess, going pretty well?
Fair. Yeah, it's going great, I'd say.
I'd say so. Yeah, there's never really been any like we've never spilt any blood, no fights. We don't bicker really. We work everything out quite professionally, just like 'cause we're homies first,
Exactly.
And so yeah, it's always been quite chill and very easy to work as a team because we can float ideas back and forth, and they're pretty well the same idea anyway. So
Yeah.
it's easy to sign off on stuff.
Dope. That's
Yeah.
good to know, at least that there's nothing bad blood between you two, unless there's something happening right now. I don't know, but
They like the Gallagher
Yeah,
brothers.
the Gallagher brothers, they
Yeah,
just
they're good.
want to shred each other to bits, and we're chilling.
yeah, that's behind the cameras. That's behind the cameras and all the scenes and everything, guys. So if fans and listeners are trying to get into your guys' music right now, what would you consider a good genre to, I guess, speak upon the band? Like, what would you say your guys' music taste is from?
Oh, like where we get our music taste from,
Yeah.
or like what we consider our genre?
Both. I say both.
Okay. Oh wow, that's cool.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know, like the inspiration, like where we draw, like inspiration from for writing has changed throughout the years. Like every album cycle seems to have a different set of bands that inspired the works, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a really tough one. Cause like, yeah, my original stuff was very Never Show Never, like singer songwriter or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it just progressively got more like folky, full bandy, so like acoustic, and you just add it on until one day we just pulled the acoustic, and now it's more of like a rock band. You know, live it's more of like a rock band.
Yeah.
And we seem to get grouped into like pop punk just for, I think, easiness of genre categorizing, and like we do fit with a lot of bands in that realm, I guess, but we also don't necessarily consider ourselves a pop punk band. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like to a full extent.
Yeah, like I'm actually surprised. Like I was listening. Well, I always listen to you guys, but like also checking on Spotify and everything. I'm like, how are you guys considered pop punk? Because all you guys are on pop punk playlists and everything too. And it's just like, oh, yeah, this is interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's neat.
And I got nothing against it. Like I ain't got no beef with it. I think it's cool. Yeah. But I think it's just maybe the project's changed so much over the years that it could have glimpsed past pop punk at a transitioning period in the band from like folk to where it is now. But I find it's very like, it's just like it's rocky, but there's some obvious pop punk elements to them still, but it's just like it's not that, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So what would you consider then?
That answered anything.
What would you consider it then if it's not punk then? What would it be, would you say then?
Yeah, I don't know, like let's say for like uploading a tune, you know how you have to like select your genres?
Yeah.
For that. So like normally with those, it depends on like the feel of the tune. Usually like there is rock or alternative is in there, but then we will add like a punk or a pop depending on what the first one is, you know. Like it's so hard. Yeah, and the feel of the song, like it's so hard to say, but yeah.
That's fair. You guys are just a mixed genre that you just don't know what you are. And it's amazing. It's just a blend.
No, I don't know. Like, yeah.
And like, I don't feel awkward saying that anymore because like when you listen to like the new record that we've worked on, it's like that you can tell that they all have their place, you know, like there's definitely a poppier song. There's definitely the rockier songs. There's definitely like the heavier stuff. And like, it's cohesive as Alone I Walk. But they wouldn't necessarily find each other on the record altogether anywhere else, you know?
Yeah. You said heavier stuff? Oh, we're getting into the juicy stuff here then. Okay. Nah, I'm kidding. But I'm curious because you guys have been doing music for so long together. I'm curious about both of your standpoints. If you both have a song that you wish that you never wrote at all. Like, is there like a song that you like that you wish you didn't make at all on like your discography at all?
Huh. Man, that's also a very tough question. I don't think so because if we didn't want to ever write the song, or we probably would have never put it out in the first place, right? So if it felt like the right thing at the time, it was probably the best thing for the tune at the time, I'd have to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like for myself, the same thing. Like you got to get those worse, like not like the you know, the tunes that aren't quite there yet. You got to get those out there to just keep progressing. So it's just like I can't regret putting that stuff out because it's definitely helped me like move past that idea and work on something better and bigger.
It's like growing pains in music, right? It's
that's a good analogy,
like
actually. Yeah, like growing pains of like, oh, this is the. I don't know where I'm going with this.
It's just like you have a finished product and you're like, I'm super stoked on that. But then sometimes you look back and it's been like this for everything up to now. Even looking back at the last record, after hearing newer stuff, it's like, wow, we've grown up a lot. Or like, you know, it's just the sounds matured and like your ideas change and like the songs aren't bad. It's just you see how much more you've progressed as a musician.
Definitely.
Or as a human, you know, like.
Yeah, as a human, definitely, of course.
It just evolves. Like you never stop growing.
Yeah, I've seen that so many with musicians, and even in general, the Winnipeg scene, just like progression and evolving with their sound and their music, and especially with their voice as well. So I've seen that definitely with you guys as well throughout the years. So
Thanks, man.
Cool, man.
Appreciate
yeah,
that.
It's
yeah.
neat to see that others can see it as well.
I hope so. I don't know, unless I'm just the odd one out, but who knows? But yeah, I'm also very much curious about if you could pick any song on the internet that you wish you guys made, what would it be? Like your favorite song, or
Any
favorite
song on-
artist, any song on the internet. If you like had to pick that song to be like, oh, I wish this was Alone I Walk song. And I'll get
I think-
different answers from
sorry.
both of you.
For sure.
Yeah.
For myself, I think that Tom Petty cover, "I Won't Back Down," would be a sick like version of
Ooh.
If we were
like if that was like an Alone I Walk tune, because I don't know, it's super cool. It was such a fun song to record and like kind of make our own. So
Mhm.
yeah, I really like the way that tune has done so far. So
Yeah.
yeah, that tune rips, and it's just such a sick tune. Like,
Great.
yeah, if I could take credit for that song, I would love to.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I have so many different there's so many different places to go, because like if it's the song that I think's like the coolest or something, would be one answer.
Yeah,
But if
that's
it's
fair.
like for the back end of that song and what it's brought to music and everything else, it's probably a different song. Like I'm gonna just say like "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana, just because of like the global knowingness of that song, and how much awareness that song brought to that band.
Right?
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
that'd be like a cool thing to say you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote that song because
Yeah,
everyone friggin' knows it. That'd be crazy.
That'd be unreal.
would be
It's a good thing.
unreal. And also pretty much any musician or any guitarist knows, oh, that's your beginner song right off the bat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like that's what I mean. It's not my favorite Nirvana song by any mean, but like the sheer force and magnitude of the song being in existence, it's pretty insane.
It's insane,
There's
yeah.
a lot to that song.
Exactly. Well, going off of that, like, what's your goal really with music for both of you? Like, what do you want to go basically in the next 5 years of music for this band in general?
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
there's a big answer to that.
Yeah.
You just want to keep growing
Yeah.
and putting
Yeah.
out better material and getting bigger opportunities and just running that course. I think like that's what we've always gone for, and it always seems to work. It's worked so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just say keep chasing that path, because it hasn't really led us wrong yet.
Yeah, and I think like as a business side of music, which is just as important as everything else, like becoming more of like a in the green band,
Oh, yeah.
So like not having to lose money when you go on tour and start making it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, with your music and everything, you guys been a band for so long. I guess you had those troublesome days of like, not in the green, but then there's some green days and everything. And
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, definitely. There's
There's a long
some
time
good
that we
tours. There's
we-
some tough tours.
Yeah.
There's,
Mhm.
I mean, every tour is gonna teach you something. So
but like the first, I'd say 4 or 5 tours that we did in like Western Canada, just to get seasoned.
Yeah.
We didn't really make any money, like we'd maybe make enough for fuel,
yeah,
but we, you'd still be spending out of pocket and whatnot. But it was like exposure and the experience that worked out really well. And then just like, I know we've told this story before, but like just one day we had our Western leg, and I can't remember, I think it was in like 2017 or 2018, and it was like 10 dates, and we put in a good team to like try and market it just locally in all of the markets here.
Mhm.
And there was a ton of people at all the shows, and we sold a bunch of merch, and we went home with like a bunch of money, and we're like, oh wow, that's
nice.
sick.
You
Like
made
that's what
profit.
happened.
Nice.
Like it's cool. And then we had the same learning curve when we started touring the States as well, because it's a new market, people got to like get to know you. And unless you're super well marketed down there by PR or whatever you're working with,
Mhm.
you got to just bootleg and city to city, man. We played
Yeah.
a whole bunch of crazy little venues, but
yeah.
like it worked out. And the next time we went down, people were at shows. So
That's good. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
talk to you guys more about touring and everything. Well, I'll go off on one question from actually Justin Fisher. He asked me, what your guys' favorite city you toured in your career?
Oh wow.
That's Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And probably Texas.
Like-
Texas got like 3 cities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denton was crazy. That was a place I went to, like that candy shop before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And Corpus
Corpus
Christi.
Christi was unbelievable.
Mhm.
Even El Paso was crazy cool. Like
yeah, they're all like Texas
Yeah.
comes out and parties.
Texas
man.
goes hard every time. We played this like taco shop
The first time
Yeah.
or second
the
time?
second time we were out there, and it was so cool. I like broke a string on my guitar, and my other guitar had a broken string already, so I had to like rip a couple tunes without a guitar. So that was fun, and there was just like a tiny taco shop, and it was packed. Like you could
Yeah,
hardly
wall to
see the
wall.
walls. Yeah, it was unreal.
So you guys can make the joke of I played it in a taco shop, or like, hey, let's rip it up in Denny's, but instead it's a taco shop.
It's a
Yeah.
taco shop. Yeah. It was the craziest.
Yeah, what the heck was it called? I'll never remember. Well, I will eventually, but
Yeah, I can't remember.
No,
But no, cool place. Texas is definitely where you want to play.
fair point to any artists that are looking to tour. Just tour across Texas, basically.
Texas.
From the
and you
world.
could do Texas for weeks. It's so big.
Right? Like
It's massive.
and
yeah.
like it's probably the size of Canada at this point. That's Texas.
Well, like you can drive from in the middle of it to it's like 12 hours. So what it would be like here to Calgary, and you're still in Texas.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
know?
like 3 days to cross Texas. or-
Yeah, I don't remember. Like there's 36
There's, like,
hours.
That's
Like
nuts.
3 long.
3 long driving days. Like
Yeah.
if you're doing 12s.
If you're doing 12s, yeah. We like to rip. We don't stop.
So
Yeah, Texas though.
yeah, Texas. Something about Texas. Maybe you guys need to move down to Texas at this point.
Oh, it's nice and warm there.
Exactly. It's better than this cool thing. Does both of your guys' family support like your music journey and everything, or were they like not like supportive at the start?
No, they were super
Yeah.
supportive. Like even before we even started music, you know, as like something we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Just like whether we were singing or playing guitar as a kid, just learning. They're always super cool about it and like super down to either help us learn or play with us. Like our dad's a guitarist, so
Oh.
like we grew up around music our whole life. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
his dad and like
And his
family
dad,
functions.
yeah.
We have, like at Christmas, everyone's in the living room till 2 a.m, guitars and washboards and like bongos, and everyone just hangs out and plays music. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, we're going Christmas at your guys' house this year. That's what we're gonna do. Get a whole entire jam session of the whole entire scene. We'll make a good show.
it'd actually be crazy to do that, like document it one year
Yeah.
with like a full camera and like PA.
Well,
or,
I
like,
was wondering if you guys
like
did document
record
that.
it.
live
do it-
mix
Oh
down.
yeah, live mix down.
Did you guys ever document your stuff like that or no?
Like at the family functions?
Yeah, like
No,
maybe
never.
like family home videos or anything like that. I guess not.
No, not really. Like
Not
oh,
of us being older.
now, like
Mhm.
now I have like a proper old camcorder, but yeah, I only got that 2-3 years ago. So
Dude, you should do, what is it? I have this. I wanted to do this for shows. 3DS. Just do a 3DS.
oh my gosh,
Dude, just record like the 3DS that has cameras. Just record off a 3DS.
how much video do you think you get off that thing? Like a whole set?
Probably a good like 20 to 30 minute of a set. Like if you do it 30
No
minutes,
way.
it probably like it could fit in like
Wow.
a 32 gigabyte SD card in here.
Oh wow, then yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
You could probably do hours.
That'd be
probably
crazy.
at that point. But hey, you guys should invest in someone to do like a 3DS camcorder. 30 sets. That'd be funny,
That'd be wild.
right? That'd be cool.
I wonder what that would look like. I have a couple 3DSs, so
Try it out for a video at one point. I
I'll
don't know.
try it out.
Yeah, try it out. So going back into like the music scene in Winnipeg recently, do you think it's going in a good direction, you think, for like music in general, or do you think it's like growing or not growing? Like, what do you guys think?
From the outside looking in, it seems like it's doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I say that's because we're not in the city, and I just see show posters, and
Constantly.
everyone seems to be doing well. Like there's a lot of bands that are just present right now.
Yeah.
And there's shows happening, and everyone seems like they're having a good time. So I'm about it. If there's music, people are growing.
Yeah,
It's good.
Nice. Do you guys think you'll do like outside of? I don't know if you guys are even doing outside of the city stuff even.
Like shows?
Yeah, like are you guys doing like outside of the city shows at all?
Like
touring, you mean, or just like regionally here?
Regionally here.
No.
No. Okay.
No, nothing yet.
Nothing.
I haven't been asked by anyone to do anything, but yeah, nothing yet.
You're good. No,
There's a few years we floated about starting like an outdoor thing, but
Yeah,
dude, outdoor
It's a
shows
lot
are
of
so
work,
much
but
fun.
yeah, it'd be a
Especially
lot of
in
work.
summer.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to like to do a festival somewhere, but it's just a lot of organization, and I'm sure a lot more money than I have.
Yeah. Speaking of shows, you announced you're opening for Mom Jeans in Winnipeg. How'd that came to be? Like, who did you talk to for that? Like, did you have managers or did you guys have people to talk? Like, how did this all sort out?
Yeah, we just got in like an invite to open from the promoter on the show, who we've had the opportunity to work with before. So that was really nice and super sick to get on that, because it's something we wanted to do anyways, because we've been homies with Bearings for a few years now, and it's just going to be nice to actually play with them this time. Last time they came through, we weren't able to get on. So yeah, it'll be just like a good night and a good time to start like putting out new tunes and playing new stuff and getting the wheels turning again. So
Hell yeah.
super excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys too, because you guys haven't played like since October last time I saw you guys and everything.
Yeah.
And it's good to
And
find
before that was sorry, go on.
before that was when? I'm trying to forget.
Oh,
when the last
it
time.
was Festival du Voyageur 2020. So February like 14th or 16th, 2020 is the last time we had played.
that long.
Other than yeah.
Man, you guys
It was
are
like
due.
weeks before COVID.
You guys are due to come back. My jeez, you.
Oh yeah.
You
And we're
guys-
back. We're ready, man.
You guys
We've
have
got
been probably in work.
some tunes.
Yeah, tunes.
Oh yeah,
tunes.
we've been putting in some work for sure.
There's a lot of work that's going to come out soon.
Yeah.
Well, because you guys are talking about tunes and everything, and you guys have been in basically album or music mode and so on. Tell me, what do you got cooking up? What do you got going on, guys? Spill the tea.
So, you know what? You're the first to know this. We haven't told anyone yet. We haven't shared anything on social media. If you go to our link tree right now on Instagram, you can pre-save a song that comes out on the 15th of March.
Wait, I need to
An
check
original
on when
song.
this is coming out. Hold on, this will come out the 17th. This will come out the
The
17th.
15th.
No,
Oh.
this pod-
Oh, this
podcast
podcast comes out the
comes out the
17th.
17th, but
Okay. So then, this song is already out.
yeah, the
2
song came out
days
today.
ago.
dope. Okay.
Yeah, so in like 10 days from now,
So the 27th,
yeah,
10 days from today, when it is airing.
yeah, there'll be a new pre-save link for the first single off the new record.
Unrelated to the next tune coming out, the tune that came out 2 days ago.
Yeah,
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
This is
Yeah.
a standalone single that we.
Yeah.
We love our
Glad to do.
scheduling this right here. But you got a record
There's
then.
some stuff
So,
coming
ooh,
Yes. Yeah.
spill
got
as much
tunes.
as you can if you can.
Well, do you want to talk about the first tune that's coming out 2 days ago?
Yes, I guess. I guess, yeah.
Okay, so that tune is gonna be it's gonna kind of be a fresh taste on our old stuff. It's not a rewrite or anything. It's a brand new song, but it just has like the same vibe, like it's an acoustic tune. It's got like some folky elements to it, some slide guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
definitely inspired by like something more like old and country-ish.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like something different.
Something we've never really done, you know? And it kind of came super organically, you know, like the song was originally written for someone. Like someone asked us to write them and their significant other a song, like a love song for the two of them,
Oh.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
And we came up with this tune, and we really, really enjoyed it, and we sent it to them, and they enjoyed it as well. And a couple weeks went by, and we're like, "Damn, that song is super sick! Like, I wonder if we could record it, you know?" So we reached out, and they were fine with us using the tune and releasing it. So we reworked the tune, moved some stuff around, gave it a little bit more oomph, I guess.
Yeah, more of like what it should sound like had we released it in the first place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it truly did become like a different song in the end.
Yeah,
it doesn't
entirely
sound
different.
anything like the original work, but it was a good production for us, you know, like it just felt good to rewrite it like that. So
nice. I'm excited to hear it, but technically it's out now, so go stream it, everyone. But also,
yeah, go stream it. You can watch the visual or whatever you want on
Visualizer.
YouTube. If you don't have, if you like want to listen to the tune but you don't like subscribe to anything, you can just go listen to it on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
Or if you do subscribe, Spotify, YouTube Music, they also have that, and Apple Music. Check it out.
there you are.
I'm curious. Will you guys
Plug one done.
Will you guys release that demo or that old version ever in the future, though?
That's a good question. I mean, we've talked about it before, possibly releasing demos for tunes that are currently out.
Yeah.
You know, like all of our past work. It'd be super neat to be able to share the demos and like let everyone see how those tunes evolved. So yeah, I don't think it's out of the question. Like there's probably a good chance that you guys hear that version someday.
Yeah, like maybe after the first, like, I guess it's kind of been 10 years now, but like the first 10 years of like B-side stuff, you could just do like the first decade collection of demos and just drop it as like a, you know, this huge file. It's just more content, more stuff to listen to, and it'd be weird, and it's like super what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very vulnerable thing to do because those songs weren't ever meant to be heard in that form, you know. They're not finished, or they're not, you know, their final form. So it'd be interesting for everyone, I think.
Yeah, you guys got to write that down now. I gave you that idea.
We had been floating that one for a while.
Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't give you that, but put it in your brain a little bit more.
It's just like it's a nerve-wracking thing to actually think about putting out demos like that, because like they are kind of shit, you know, or they're not clean or polished, or they're muddy, and it's cool because we were listening to some not long ago, and it's like, I kind of like that. It's too bad we didn't keep that, or I'm glad we trimmed that fat, you know, like that was no good. So it's just it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, no, I'm interested to see how that goes about too, and everything. Are you guys on a label or a record company, or is this all independent for this record, for this one?
At the moment, yeah, it's just independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask. So, because you guys were on a record label, I believe, before, right? For your last one?
Correct. For the last record. Yeah, we did.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, the hardest years, it was with Anchor 84 Records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the two covers as well that we put out was
Cool.
And then we went independent for this one, and we're gonna start dropping music, and I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys think artists should be independent, or they should go to labels? Like, because you guys are a band that went into a label and everything, how would you say for this era for musicians and artists?
I mean, it's kind of like it's to each to each their own. It's kind of subjective, you know. Like, not everyone's gonna take cream and sugar in their coffee, you know, and that's just kind of the way it is. I don't
Okay,
know. I
that's a
don't
good
know how
note.
else to.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
like
Interesting.
there are
Yeah.
definitely benefits from doing it with the record label.
Mhm.
And there's definitely benefits of doing it like on your own, you know, like
Yeah.
uh yeah, I don't know, there's just when you're with a label though, like one of the big things that I did really enjoy is that you have a bigger team, and so you have more people to bounce ideas off of, you know. You're not just getting stuck with like your potentially small group if you don't have multiple members or management or anything like that, you
Yeah.
know. So
Mhm.
The resource just kind of expands to
yeah,
a nicer, comfortable
Yeah.
level.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Well, how are you guys doing like for management speaking wise, I guess for booking shows and everything? Are you guys just doing it yourselves, I guess now, or like was the label, I guess, doing that for you guys at that time, I would assume, right?
Um, no, our management is actually always taking care of our booking.
Yeah.
For I'd say the last 4 years now, at least in the States.
Yeah.
We've always booked in Canada, but it's kind of like whoever can bring a good show to the table, like we'll take it, you know, if it's us or if it's management or if it's somebody else through that connection,
Mhm.
like we're friends, you know, it doesn't matter. We'll just, if it works for us, we'll try and make it work, and if it doesn't, no big.
Yeah.
Try again next time.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Trial and errors, like you guys mentioned, and coffee and sugar and tea and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. What are some like
all these analogies.
Yeah, I love the analogies. It's fun. It's new and different that I don't typically see from ours. They're like, oh, this is corporate stuff and everything. No, you guys are fun and everything. And it's just like, oh yeah, tea and coffee and sugar. And I love that you guys are kind of frozen on my screen. It's amazing. We love it.
I think tea and sugar.
What are some like local artists that you guys hope to work with, possibly, if you guys are like looking at Winnipeg scene for musicians? Is there any like local artists that you guys hope to work with, possibly?
You mean like play other bands we'd like to play
No,
shows
like
with?
collaboration with like maybe possibly tracks.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. We haven't put much thought into that as of late, just because we've been kind of absorbed by getting this latest works, like this last record, all kind of wrapped up,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of work in and of itself. So, I guess we'll have to see maybe for the next batch of tunes.
No one in
whenever
particular?
that may be.
No one in particular that you guys are like, oh, I want to work with these people possibly, but no.
Yeah, like we haven't really thought about it necessarily. Like we're still working on getting this album out. It's been recorded since 2021 and we're 2023, and everything in the back end seems to be pretty good to go. So like, yeah, we aren't really thinking about who we would like to have on tunes or who we would like to work with. I mean, we can work with whatever. Like I don't know, like offers are always there. Or like if someone gives us an offer, I mean, like we'll consider it. But like it always depends on what's happening as well. Like
yeah,
it's just it all depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
So we've had opportunities like where we recorded that tune with young Beethoven from South Africa, you know, like it just so happened to work out that we weren't working on anything at that time, and at that time we were also with the label, so we got the okay from them to do it. So, you know, there's other things that sometimes you have to consider.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we have to get clearance like when you're under contract usually. So
yeah, that's another thing with labels. You need clearance, but on your own you can just do it. So
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, if Comeback had asked us to do something,
that's what I was wondering. Like, who would be like an artist? Like, I'm fine with just the answer of Comeback Kid. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'd have to really like look and see who's all out there in Winnipeg. Like I know I know a lot of bands, but I don't know.
Okay. Well,
doesn't necessarily mean that our styles would or would work well together, or whatnot. I don't know. Yeah. It's a good question, though.
Oh, that's understandable. That's fine. Well, if it's not Winnipeg,
and like we've been asked to collab before.
Oh,
sorry.
No, you're good. We love the internet. We love the internet. No, how about like what about like big artists as well? Like if it wasn't like Winnipeg say then?
Well, I think that's the thing. Like we, at one point, probably a year or so ago, maybe a little longer actually, when we had first chatted, we must have still been on the label, and we were talking about potentially collabing for some new songs or a single or something. And that same question was asked, like, who would you want to sing on these songs? And nobody really came to mind that would be super comfortable on the songs, you know? Like, even with big artists, it's like, I don't know. Like, there's a couple people, but there are songs, you know? And it's not to sound like a dink or anything. It's just, it's just, they seem to just fit Frankie's voice, and we know how we want to sing harmonies over it. So we've built it once, and you don't really build it for a guest vocalist, you know?
No,
I think the idea would have to be like, just don't write a section and send it to somebody and see what happens.
Exactly. No, like I get that. No, I just was curious about that with your guys' like answers and everything. That's totally fine. Now, if you have your listeners, your fans, remember one thing from both of you, like from each of yourselves, what would it be?
Just an honest dude, man. It's just like, it's chill. Like, I don't want to leave any bad taste in anybody's mouth. I hope I was fine with everyone in passing, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, that's not a bad answer.
All right, I'm fine with the double team with this one. I support it. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Top 5. Okay. I know you guys are
all right, sick.
down for the collaboration with tracks, but what about artists that like you guys love in general? So like, what are top 5 artists that you want to see come through to like Manitoba, like you want to watch in the next like 3 years?
I don't know. Like, it's hard to say because we always kind of have that mindset that if there's a band that we really want to watch play that comes and plays, we want to be the local support, you know? So
yeah,
it's really hard to say who I want to see play because whoever I want to see play, I'm going to want to open for them, right? You know? If I can, I'm going to try.
I don't know, Knucklepuck
would be
just
unbelievable.
filthy.
And Real Friends as well would be super cool. And
just that whole tour that's going on right now.
Yeah, and Bearings has always been a band that I've really wanted to play with. I've seen them a couple times live, and they're really cool to watch live. They're a really good band. So yeah, like that'll be kind of a dream come true. It'll just be like super fun to finally be able to play with them, share the stage, you know. But Between You and Me would also be super sick. Those guys are wicked. I really like them. And One OK Rock.
Yeah, One OK Rock would be
incredible.
Dude, I love One OK Rock, and you guys got good picks. You guys got picks. Jeez, okay.
Yeah, got some big picks, but
good picks.
Yeah, that would be insane.
That'd be insane. It would just be so cool. Imagine all that one bill.
I couldn't handle
That'd
myself.
be crazy.
I could not handle myself, Frankie.
I wouldn't be either. It'd be too much.
Jeez. Yeah. What about you, Pascal? What about you? How about yourself?
Well, we share a lot of the same band interests. I'd like to see like Story come down. That'd be cool. But like, you know, before they kicked everyone out.
Oh yeah.
Like the last solid lineup. It's still a good band. Anything Parker touches sounds good. So
yeah.
Neck Deep would be sick to see. I've never seen them.
Same.
Yeah.
Who else?
This Wildlife would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we saw This Wildlife at
we did, yeah.
Warped Tour last year, I guess. But or two years before the last one. I don't know. But they were awesome, so that'd be sick to see them too. And then I don't know. I used to go to like a lot of big metal shows, and I'm just not in that scene anymore. So I just want to see all these cool pop punk bands and like new rock bands, and like I love the Foo Fighters. I'd love to see the Foo Fighters again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They're just like such a good big rock band, you know.
Didn't they cancel the tour like multiple times? Wasn't that them or no? I forget which band it was that was rescheduling.
Oh,
probably.
Maybe.
Like, I mean, sure. I know they had to cancel some tours when Taylor Hawkins died, so.
Right. Right. Oh yeah, that was it. I believe. I think that was one of the
So I
tours.
think they had a world tour going for that. I
Mhm.
believe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, don't quote. Yeah, don't quote either of us. We don't know. So
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
no, not sure. I'm not sure at all.
not sure, not sure. Do you guys feel like you made some kind of impact at some point while making music?
I mean, yeah, I'd like to think so. 'Cause I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of like what music is there for. Kind of
Hmm.
do
Leave
something
its
to you,
mark.
you
Yeah,
know,
leave
leave
its
its
mark.
mark. Yeah. Yeah, I think for sure we have, because like even if he's our buddy, like we have a buddy that's got an Alone I Walk tattoo, like a half sleeve.
No way.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And like we've met a lot of people along the way that we've made cool relationships with,
Yeah.
like all over North America, you know? And some of them we've stayed close with, some of them we don't talk too often, but like we've stayed in touch.
Yeah.
And it's still like talking to an old friend, you know? So that's pretty cool. I'd definitely say we have somehow, but when you think about it, like personally, I like
It's hard to say.
It's like you just I don't see myself in that light
Yeah,
kind of thing. So it feels like maybe I haven't, but I'm sure somehow we've left a trace of what this project is, you know?
Hmm. And even this upcoming project, you guys are probably going to leave a trace with someone, I think. Like I think in general, you create music, you're going to leave at least one impact for someone in something.
sure.
Yeah.
Probably even a lyric or something, right?
yeah,
And the numbers kind of show it because people seem to be sticking around, right?
Yeah.
So that's also cool
Mhm.
because it's hard to build a base, and it takes a long, long time to build a base. But now that I think it's kind of there, and it seems solid enough. Like people who are wanting more music are waiting for it, and they're ready to hear it. So
Yeah.
we have somebody to release to it, you know?
and it's coming.
Yeah, and it's coming.
Hey, I'm waiting.
coming
for
real
it.
One's
quick.
out, one's out.
Jeez, guys.
It's coming.
Well, if you're talking about bass, you could probably make a bass guitar somewhere off the street or something, or just look up how to build a bass guitar. But we're not talking about bass guitars here. But yeah. So what about like small like? I know that you guys aren't in the scene, but what is your favorite local band that you wish went big mainstream level right now? Not including yourselves, probably, but if it was yourselves, but
I mean, Locator's super cool.
Yeah,
I like those
Locator's
dudes.
And then you got like
They're sick.
the dudes that we've been watching for ages, like Elder Abuse and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have a show
Yeah.
coming up. Well, it might have already passed after by the time it's there. I can't remember when it is, but you know, like those dudes, they're doing exactly what they want to do, and they pull in people at shows. So it's sweet to see. I'm trying to think. There was a band I saw a little while back, and I can't remember who it was, but they were just so talented. And it'd be like, it's just cool to see somebody who's too humbled for their own good kind of just like, you know, take the next step up and do it.
yeah.
Especially coming from here, man. Because like, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, it's Winnipeg at the end of the day. It's not a big city with all the opportunity you'd think of in other big cities. Like, it's big enough for me, you know, but there's just so many more people and so many more opportunities based on the volume of people in those other cities that it's cool to see bands get out of town and, you know, go tour,
True.
go play in a different city and be uncomfortable for a little while. Because it makes it so rewarding after you come back, you know, you do it again and it's like, oh, it's not weird anymore. It's kind of like refreshing to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that for myself, even doing photos like out of the city. I'm like, oh, this is fun, and then I'm out of the city, and then it's just like, oh, it's good to take a little step back, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's neat. It's like I said, just good for growth.
Totally. Going back into album mode, I forgot to actually ask you guys this. How was the process like? Was it like good, bad? Was there hard days? Like, what was like the initial of like, yo, this is what we're doing, you know?
Yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
The whole studio process was incredible. Like, we couldn't have asked for a better tour experience. Well, at least speaking for myself, I couldn't have asked for a better studio experience. We had the opportunity to record the whole album at home. Our good friend and live guitarist Cody McManus, he actually came in and he engineered everything and helped us produce these tunes. And yeah, I'm super proud with these tunes and how they came out, and it was very easy to work at home and feel comfortable doing it the whole time.
Right.
And yeah, as for bad days, there's always going to be some days that you have a harder time, in studio. For me, vocals, as I love doing them, but they're also the death of me sometimes. Like, they're super tough to just get right every single time. So those days usually wear on me a little bit, but yeah.
And like to have your throat not give out, because
Yeah,
like the days were usually no shorter than 10 hours, and they'd be all the way to like 14 hours, like from the minute we'd wake up till we decided, okay, that's it.
How's your voice not dead?
We'd be
Frankie?
working.
yeah, I know.
But like that's why like we ended up like breaking up days, like
Yeah.
maybe we'd start vocals till vocals would break, and then maybe I'd go sing for a while till I'd break, and then we'd do like guitar parts that weren't finished or bass parts that weren't finished, and
Yeah.
just kind of hopscotch around and do it. But yeah, we did it we took a long time, man. We did it for 30 days. It took to record the record. Like 30 straight days of just doing it like nonstop. But it gets you in that like grind, so the cycle of writing and like creating was like always present. So I think we got the best quality tracks we possibly could in the end, like
Yeah.
we exhausted every resource on the song. So
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, and I can't wait to hear it. Can you not tell me, I guess, a date on this, or no, for this? Like,
we can tell you a date for the first tune, eh?
well, the
Yeah,
first tune we already.
yeah,
So first tune,
like the first pre-save comes out 2 or 10 days after this airs.
Yeah,
and
so
then it's for
and then so we're gonna release a music video. Like, say that shit or
oh yeah.
okay,
Right
so
here.
we're gonna yeah, so
Also, guys,
yeah,
you
we're
gotta
gonna start
realize that you
pushing
guys
a
are
new
independent
single
too.
in 10 days on the 27th. Yeah, I know, but it's always a little crazy releasing music. It drives me nuts. But it's fun, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna start pushing out some teasers on the 27th for the first single to come off of the new EP. So we'll probably be teasing like sections of a music video, which will be released on the 3rd of April. The music video will come out. And then on April 6th is when the tune will be available for streaming on all streaming platforms. So, yeah, we're like a month away from a new music video and a tune.
Wow. So it's an
lots
EP.
of work to
It's
get
not
done
an
before
album.
then. It's an EP, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So six songs, or is it 7 songs? I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. 6.
6. Okay. Well, it's weird because I've noticed some artists put 7, and it's just like I don't consider that that's an album. I think I don't know.
So what considers an EP and what considers an LP is a time length or the amount of songs. So I believe it's up to 8 tunes can be considered an EP if it's under half an hour, or if it's over half an hour, 8 tunes can be considered an LP.
Okay. Now, if any artist is listening to that, you could actually know this now. Hey, make EPs or albums now. When I told you this, this is what's considered.
Because our first album, Lost at Sea, which I thought was going to be an LP, had 8 tracks on it, but it was like 27 minutes. And I think on Spotify it's categorized as an EP.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know now. So now.
Yeah, it was weird. I always thought that 8 tunes was also full length.
Yeah, same. I'm like, oh, that's strange. So now I know. Good to know. Little did you know fact.
Yeah.
That's a
Fun fact for the day. Frankie's fun fact.
Frankie's fun. That dude, you need to dude, you need to market that.
Frankie's fun facts.
Yeah.
We'll do them every Friday. Frankie's Fun Fact Friday.
Hear
With
me out.
Frankie.
Okay, no, this is smart. This is smart. Frankie Fun Friday, or Frankie, whatever you like to call it. Basically, do that up until like the singles and everything, about like a single or something, like a fun fact about the single.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, marketing.
I will consider it, and yeah, that sounds cool.
Exactly. Okay, plans for the rest of the year. Is there any like tours? Like what I know EP is coming out, so like shows. Like what is your plan for the rest of the year, fellas?
Yeah, nothing set in stone at the moment, but we would love to get our feet wet again, as it has been about 3 years since we've actually gone on a tour. So I don't think it's unrealistic for us to be out west at least once this year. And potentially out east. And we'll see with the south. Like it's with the new P2 hikes and stuff, that's it's kind of punishing. It's hard to get out there with that kind of expense.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but yeah, for sure out west we're gonna be. Yeah, it'll happen.
We'll lock some dates in somehow. Just got to talk to the rest of our band.
Yeah, see when everyone's gonna be back in Manitoba or around. Canada.
Just in Canada, yeah.
Totally, just do Calgary shows at that point.
Yeah.
Dope. Well, yeah. If you guys have anything to shout yourselves out, what do you guys want the people to know about the new record, yourselves, social media? Just tell the people what you want to let them know.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So thank you so much for streaming our brand new tune, Just Another Love Song, 2 days ago when it released on March 15th. Really appreciate that. And don't forget on on March 27th, we are going to start rolling out a new pre-save campaign for a brand new tune and music video. So check out our social medias. We have our link tree there where you can find all the information necessary to make sure you don't miss that tune when it comes out.
And in that link tree, you can also find tickets to the Mom Jean's Bearing Show.
Yes.
If you haven't already picked up tickets, you can save on service fees and all that jazz.
Yeah, service fees and taxes, $35.50 a ticket. It's a nice price. You get, I think you save like $5 to $10 with the service fees online. So if you need some, hit us up, or you can follow the link in our bio and you can get yourself some tickets.
Go check it out.
And yeah,
that's a wrap.
I think that's it. Yeah.